pretty tight game in terms of kills. Not a high kill game because obviously in placements. Army value, you'll see DevM just skyrocket to full value there, and Jove lost a lot in that last engagement. Look at the absolute ascendancy from DevM towards the end as that Tiger rushed in and was... You saw what he did, Dan, and that's a big tip for anybody. He focused on the 6-pounder, the only thing that could really take out his big cats, and he just went for it. Really good play from him.
Yeah, his composition was superior, and the Tiger unlocked his ability to break those lines. And again, Mines could have stopped that. Mines could have been a really big player there, but as you say, Tiger coming in, dealing with the AT, the Bofers, by the way, even on the rear armor of the Tiger, weren't scratching the Tiger. I think that's a really important thing to note when you're trying to find units to deal with the emplacements. That the Tiger does a really good job there, and there's people in the chat saying, where was the 17-pounder?
I was thinking that, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good option, but again, it's manpower. DevM had 2 snipers. He kept the manpower of Jove incredibly low. That's kind of one of the nagging points of that commander, is that if you do take manpower drains, you're not going to be able to put up that those emplacements. Once you get them up, they're incredibly strong. It's brutal, but DevM did the right thing there, and that's really what we should take from that, is that massive emphasis on manpower drain.
I think that passage of play where he lost the MG to the mortar, which was RNG, and he analysed the situation to pretty much think, right, I need to get my MG back or I'm pretty much out of this game. I've just had a bad stroke of luck. Instead of going, my luck, he kind of just said, right, okay, I can't take it with this Grenadier, I can distract them, I need to bring the snipers into position, but then I'm going to get countered by the Cromwell, so I need to get the AT in position, then push away the Cromwell, then take the MG with the Pioneers, then okay, I've got an exploit and an advantage here, I can push in with the Panther, and all that thinking just happened in a millisecond, and he executed it. Really good play from him. Looking to hopefully see Jove push us into an ace game now. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a DevM fanboy, well I am, but I'm not against Jove either, so I definitely want to see an ace game. It'd be epic in my opinion. Really excited that we're following this quarterfinal. Let's get you in an observer party, Dan.
Of course, as well. Welcome everybody to ESL NBC. That's non-biased casting.
I love Jove. You've seen me. I did the Russian anthem when Jove won.
Well,
come on.
Before you get into the observer party, we have a raffle to
yes.
draw. Yes. So whilst I'll hop in, I'm going to do the winner for that right now. And I'll announce that in the chat in a second. But draw winner. It is Briefcase Taco 123. He's a new member to Twitch as well. So there you go, dude.
Okay.
You've come in and you've just won yourself any of the commanders. So I'm going to send you a message on Twitch right now. And
yeah, you created your duplicate account and gamed the system, so here's your free commander. That's what everybody's thinking. May as well say it. Oh dear, never mind. Should be. Right, okay, we've got our second game and we've got you in the lobby. It seems to be working for every time recently, so that's nice. Let's get into the game. No, nobody's happy with the new member getting it.
No one's happy.
We could have introduced a new person into the community in this game and Twitch, and they may have, like, seen a flyer for ESL Code 2 on the streets and then seen Twitch, and that's how they found Twitch. You never know. Have you got a green ESL shirt? What's going on there?
Yeah, no, I've been getting like loads of different shirts delivered. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
I've just got this blue one.
Yeah, no, I got loads of them. I got loads of them from Relic. They sent me them. I got a green one.
Oh.
Put my black one on in a minute.
Okay. Sure. Right, I'm going to go to the bracket screen for a second whilst we're waiting, because I think we're going to have a little bit of delay. I just want to check what's happening in those other brackets. Yeah, we've got 2 minutes 30 seconds if anybody else wants to go have a drink instead of listening to me talking about brackets. Let's get that up. There. Okie dokie, so going at the top, looks like we are just massively into the quarterfinals, but it'll be more of a recap for us. It's Alice Storr versus Andres, Russia versus Spain. Talisman Barton, which we have seen before in ESL. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top this time. I think Talisman has knocked Barton out before and vice versa. Nagano versus Cruz, battle of pretty big heavyweights there. Finland versus Russia in a repeat of the Winter War. And you've got DevM versus Jove, of course, which we just saw DevM pretty much smash an emplacement heavy build in just over 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes with a Tiger and a Panther, and the showed that good micro and good strategic and tactical play can overcome the new commander. So very good to see.
I'm actually a little bit worried for this next game because Jove, I'm going to make an assumption that he's going to be playing OKW. I think that's something that we've seen him play a lot.
No, he's fair match.
No,
but,
okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I know.
I was off window. Okay, no, I'm fine with that. That's good because I was going to say that, with his OKW build that he played last week, it was probably very counterable by someone like DevM, do you know what I mean? Especially playing as USF. I think he would have found a lot of ways around that. So yeah, good to see that he's going to be playing the Austere as well. Hopefully we get a little bit more of a look at the new Scout car and how that's performing. It's going to be a good one. Also, loving the commander loadout for Jove here. Jaeger armor on this map. How many times do you see the elephant in 1v1?
Yeah, it's very cool, yeah. It's almost like we're in the non-meta commander tournament that happened yesterday. So yeah, Ostrip and Lightning War, Jaeger. This is DevM, Heavy Cav, tactical support, so very interesting.
For an intro.
Hang on a sec. Don't want to get caught out by trolls. It seems a bit odd to me that Jove has got an elephant-based Jaeger armor commander.
Why?
I didn't check. I'm just gonna double check. So.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. No,
No,
I forgot to check.
Yeah,
I forgot to check. We're only gonna waste a minute and loading in and out. It's fine.
The thing with the Jaeger armor, though, if we're looking for reasons why this may genuinely be in here, Regal Mines, absolutely incredible. Spotting scopes and stuff. You can have a good tier 3 with this commander and still have the option of an elephant if you need it in the late game for.
That's cool. And an elephant on Crossing in the Woods could be decent, and I'm sure that is the right game, to be fair. But I want to double check because I'm not into the habit of checking anymore. Because we got trolled like 2 months ago now, but I want to keep in the habit of it. And I'd rather come out of a game now and double check.
Well, I'm glad you're checking.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I think it's a serious one, and we don't even know who's going to use it. Do you know what I mean? So.
Join lobby.
Oh, you quit, did you?
Yeah. You didn't know?
No, I thought you were just checking.
You have to quit out because you can't check
No,
somebody's
that's fine.
Steam ID in game. But yeah, want to double check because I hate the ambiguity of when in chat and like some random strategy happens and people say fake game, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't actually check this time. So yeah, we've only lost a minute. Don't worry about it too much. As soon as Stormless comes in game.
Alright, I'm just loading back in.
No worries.
Good, thank you.
Oh, here we go, and we're loading in. That wasn't too bad.
Cool.
I did check this time, so there we go. So Yorps, Ditra, Atta didn't understand what I was on about. So I'm not saying I'm sure it's a good game, but I'm going to check. I was saying I'm sure it's the right game, and I'm going to check, and it is, so that's good. You have to do these things. You have to make sure everything's fine and perfect. It is like a big tournament, and there are a lot of stuff that kind of goes on and stuff, so you have to be careful. So yeah, it's a big tournament, and let me just emphasise just how big of a tournament it is. So the winner today will get 180 euros. However, we've got standings at the moment where there's a lot of room for changing to who goes into that final 8 to go for the big 1,300 euro tournament. And I'll do a quick intro just to get us into this. Hello there and welcome to DevM's USF. He just won the first game against Jove, his competitor. Jove, the guy that's won 3 ESL weekly tournaments in a row, is now Wehrmacht and 1 down in a big quarter-final. I'm Matt O'Reilly and I'm here with Stormus today. Hi Stormus.
Hello, and super psyched for game 2 at the moment, and we could be seeing the reigning champ getting taken down in the quarterfinals, which would be very, very interesting. And DevM playing in that last game, beating the Brits, advanced in placement regiment. No one thought he was going to be able to do it at first, and amazing game, amazing play. So, who are you rooting for?
Me personally, big DevM fanboy, I must admit, but Jove in this case because I want to see it go all 3 yards. To be honest, I like the idea of an ace game. I like the story it tells when one player is in the ascendancy, then gets knocked back, and then it comes to a big standoff. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Jove comes back after getting his new emplacement strategy knocked down a peg in a big way against sterling competition from DevM.
You know, the nice thing about both of these players is that they've both got quite a nice ESL story running behind them at the moment, and obviously Jove, who kind of kept his head down out of the competitive scene for a while, despite being #1 in all 5 factions on the leaderboards. You know, his burst into this game brought a load of new life and strategies into it, which is really, really nice. And of course, DevM, who's been a little bit slower to get back in, you know, he's had a lot of hurt on his way to getting back into this game competitively, and we're seeing, you know, this great improvement over time from DevM, you know, getting back into things. Could today be his lucky day to return to the throne?
He's got one last chance to get into the monthly final. Danny's been knocked out in some early rounds. He's overslept the first week of this month of play, and he wants in on this. He wants in on Company Heroes 2 competitive again. He's done it about 3 or 4 times in the 3-year lifespan of this game. He comes in, he practices damn hard, takes it very seriously, and is a prize fighter. He wants to win. He's got a lot of pride. He, you know, he thinks highly of himself, and he has every right to do that. And he's a very aggressive player. And here we go. Here's his USF, Dan. His USF is one of the most aggressive factions played by one of the most aggressive players you will ever see.
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware if I've come up against it myself. Yeah, he's an aggressive player, just full stop, really. And it's nice, you know. It's kind of unexpected for a lot of people. They don't expect to see Rifleman on their front doorstep 2 minutes into the game. But you know, DevM's the kind of person that can do that and micro that correctly. He makes a lot of good early game decisions as well. And also he's just incredibly risky. You know, he takes a lot of risks with his units, but they always seem to pay off. You know, he always makes good calculations on those.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't all. I've seen it not pay off so much sometimes. He's gone crashing out of big tournament games, but when it works, you seem to remember when it works a hell of a lot more. It's one of those, you know, the big gamblers or the big stock market brokers. You only ever remember them by the successes. I mean, nobody cares about, you know, their failures because nobody wants to hear about it. Everybody likes success stories. So when DevM does these big plays and they come off, he looks like a genius, quite frankly. But when they don't come off, he looks like a dumbass. So it's a fine line, you know, of when you've got a high risk strategy or a high risk playstyle like DevM has.
Well, talking about this game in specifically, you know, one of the pointers from the last game with Jove, you know, he lost basically a number of his emplacements to a rush by a Tiger and a Panther, and it really was preventable, I think, in my opinion. I was really surprised that Jove didn't lay any mines. He was stacking about 250 plus munitions. You know, there were no mines used throughout the entirety of that game, and mining, you know, either side of the Bofas even would have caused absolute chaos for that Tiger. But it just didn't happen, you know, all this reliance going on onto the emplacements themselves. You know, so we saw a bit of a missed opportunity to win that game, I think. And now, you know, maybe hope to see that returned, you know, get some telemines down as well, just to stop DevM, because we know what he's like with his tanks. He's an aggressive player.
100 manpower already expended by this sniper. It's on its 5th kill very shortly. So Jove's giving DevM a little taste of his own medicine, but DevM's feeling aggressive. He's got the M20 coming out very shortly. Here it comes right now. He's going to push up against this MG42 that's going to have a difficult retreat path past 3 infantry sections that all are quite suppressed, but the M20's doing a hell of a lot of damage. Got Fausted. Lieutenant getting pushed away. Looks like the MG42's going to escape. The rear echelon's taking the cut off.
Yeah. Echelons may actually focus fire on the MG, but they didn't. Missed opportunity there, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Could have really got rid of that MG. The M20 had a nice...
DevM has, Jove has no territories on the map at the moment.
He doesn't even have the ones inside his base because he didn't cap them.
There's not even a strategic point to his name at this point. Again, just such aggression. This could all change though when the scout car comes out. Joe's going up to tier 2 at the moment. The scout car, he will be able to afford it, and it's a very good unit at the moment. It should be able to deal with the M20, unless of course he switches the bazooka squad and the vehicle crew for the echelons. He may get some luck dealing with it that way.
Yeah, the 222's had a massive health increase recently. It's really is quite imposing. It's now got 320 health points, which is up from 260. So yeah, it's a fearsome unit, and the M20 isn't enough to deal with it anymore. Even if you pop the bazooka, it's probably gonna get pushed away by the scout car.
Well, I hope we get to see it. I think it is available for selection right now. There we go, it is in the build order.
Okay, so it's, sorry, 240 to 320. I've just been corrected by Twitch chat. It was them I asked the stat off though.
Never trust anybody.
DTA. Oh yeah, as Stone Cold Steve Austin was famously said.
There's still no commander picks as well, and I like this one as well. We normally see, at least I personally feel when DevM plays, he likes to go in with a kind of preset strategy, depending on what the map it is. It's usually him that picks the commander first, I would normally say. Especially on a map like this, where he's probably going to be very comfortable playing USF. So yeah, we'll see what one he comes in with. I'm just having a look as well. Obviously, he's got tactical support company. The Calliope's taken a bit of a nerf, so he may not have the same success with that as he normally would playing against Austria on this map. Kind of leaves him with armor company with the Bulldozer, Shermans, and the Pershing.
He's got a lot of tools at his disposal, it must be said, and it took DevM a while to get these new commanders. So now he's got them, he's invested in them, and yeah, he's got a lot more tools at his disposal as USF.
I think he's going to want to go for, one of the first two, either the heavy cavalry or the armor company, and that's probably just based on what Jove does in the next couple of minutes, because he may be looking at, he's invested in 2 units from tier 1 at the moment. He's got the AA half-track coming out at the moment. Then there's going to be a lot of fuel spent.
Look at this big push from the lieutenant and the scout car. They unroute the grenadier. Got the sniper in a difficult position. Here comes the M20 to add insult to injury with the lieutenant. Finds the sniper out of position. The M20 picks up. The scout car's going to fire on the rear armor. Is he going to pop the crew? There he goes. He pops the crew. Got no veterancy on the rifleman, so no anti-tank rifle grenade comes in. But will it be enough from the bazooka? One more shot required. Will he find it? Regardless, then he's going to keep the M20 in the action and still alive. So there you go. Second sniper out for Jove. Going to start firing very shortly.
This is a big mistake though, of course. He probably should have gone for an AT gun, because he's going to be very hard countered with that scout car now by the AA. So DevM, of course, clocking the fact that the AA half-track is still very potent against the scout car.
Oh my god, it's going to be brutal. Look, he's going in for it. He's found the sniper with the AA half-track. A little bit of lag there. For a moment he surrendered, but he may as well if the sniper goes down. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to stay in the game just about down. No pack building quite yet. He needs 320 manpower. He's 100 away, and it must feel like a long, hard slog to get that pack out. But of course, you've got build time.
Mistake going for the sniper. I'm still not 100% sure on why. That was,
he's trying to go around the AA half track. He's found the frontal arm. He's trying to reverse to show that rear quad mount. Will he get the shots in? No, great micro from Jove. It's veterancy too much. Taken out by the ball. Was that?
I think the AA had enough swing then.
Oh no, okay, yeah, sure. It was the AA with the kill, indeed. Yeah, the lieutenant certainly helped out though. Oh, he didn't even surrender. He rage quit hard style. 9 minutes 24. DevM rampaging into the semi-finals. Holy crap, arena. That's unreal. Absolutely.
Yeah, I actually, it's a shame that didn't turn off, because he did the right thing, obviously, trying to get the scout car around the front of the vehicle so that it couldn't return fire onto him. But, DevM was just really quick with the swing. He did the right thing by, turning the direction of it. And, of course, the lieutenant there providing a little bit as well. It's a shame, really, yeah. That sniper really just sealed the game. I don't understand why the sniper came out.
The second sniper was not necessary. It was a reaction build, and if he'd known that,
like it was building before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, possibly. It did come on really quick. That's true.
Yeah, so it may not be an actual like teching error. It may just be that he
Oh,
forgot
it's
to
still
cancel
it's
it.
still a teching error. I mean, it's obviously an additional error not to cancel it, I guess. But DevM, let's face it, he just stomped Jove. Jove was in that game, not the first game. The first game was a very good game, and I advise anybody that thinks the emplacement doctrine is going to be overpowered to go and check that game out, because if you play well, you can counter it. Okay, but in that second game, that was a stomp. DevM won in 9 minutes with his USF, arguably one of the most potent combinations of player and faction we've ever seen in Company Heroes 2. That's how he won OCF, if you remember, and then he released a guide on USF after. So yeah, he's looking potent today, Dan. Could he be making his way into the monthly finals at the last possible moment? If he wins,
He really needs to, because obviously, Helping Hands has put him out at put him out in the first round
yep,
and in the third round, possibly quarterfinals previously.
sure,
So DevM has not had an easy run this month, and of course that's the big prize. The monthly is the goal for
it
everybody.
is.
Uh,
1,300 euros is massive.
Precisely, and anything that they gain along the way is a benefit. But this is where the big prize is, and DevM's bringing his A game today. I think he wants to get there.
Yeah, I mean, just to quickly, I've got a few things to very quickly say. So 180 euros times 3 is 540. Hang on, euros to rubles. Is God. So Jove has won 45,000 rubles. That sounds like a hell of a lot, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Price of a pint of beer in Russia. Cost of living. Oh, hang on, I just had it up. Sorry. I just really want to show you this. So 1 pint of beer in Russia is $1. Okay, so that just goes to show you, that's a hell of a lot of beer he could buy himself. So Jove has won a lot in ESL, even just in the weeklies. Now, very quickly, I just very quickly want to go over the standings just to show you what the players are playing for today and emphasize that DevM isn't in the top 8, but if he wins today, he will be, basically. That's what I want to show you. Let me just get on with that. So there you go. There's the top 8 as it stands, and DevM is nowhere to be seen. But first place points that you get is 100 for the weeklies. So if he gets 100 points, he would be in the top 8. So there you go. He needs to win the tournament today, pretty much. I'm not sure that second place at 75 points would be enough. At the moment, he'd be relying on Barton, Cruz, Walther not to advance and get any points. Or at least 2 out of 3 of those people on 70 currently not to advance and get any points. So DevM needs this win today to make it to the monthly cup. So that's a pretty interesting thing. I'm just going to very quickly refresh, and then we're going to have a look what live games we've got on elsewhere in the quarterfinals. Hopefully jump into one of them at least. We've got Alistair Andres, Talisman versus Barton and Nagano Cruz. So we've got 3 games there. Let's see what we've got live, Dan.
Yeah, okay. Have a look as well. Be interested
Okay.
to see a Barton Talisman game.
Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah, can get you into that. I'm just getting you into the lobby right now. There you go. Invite sent.
Match no longer exists.
Oh, you need a second one. That's the first time we've had to do that today. Okay. Demanding Daniel.
Nice alliteration.
Oh, yes, I didn't even mean to. Alright, so I can see that we've got Cruz. What was the Barton game? Talisman. I do have Barton Talisman in my friends list. We've got Cruz versus Nagano if you want it. I do warn you, though, it's Cruz's Brits versus Nagano's Thermact on Holodny Firma. Not We have cast Cruz's Brits before. It was a little bit slow, I must admit. Let's have a look elsewhere, see what we've got going on. Yeah, that is the quarterfinal game we've got in right now. So I'll just give it a few minutes, Dan, just to see if we've got one just starting, you know what I mean? Then we can jump straight into it, can't we? So we've done the raffle. So how's it like being a Twitch partner? How's that going for you? Got your emotes coming yet, or what? Where are they?
Dutchy's working on emotes at the moment. Although I asked him to work on emotes, but he's doing other things for the stream.
He's a busy boy, isn't he? He's got so much.
Well, I basically got him doing like everything right now, so his order for it's a little staggered. But yeah, I'm gonna take my time for it and just make sure I get the right ones. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to just blast out rubbish pictures.
Won't you have one of my face?
For that exact reason.